The whole reason he asked you, would you be as good as Bobby, is because the stuff that you've been doing for 15 years. Oh, I didn't know. And 15 years ago, we would have a society where people was comfortable with hating because I got my big four-headed ass on TV and did it for 20 years straight. I didn't know it'd be normalized. You're stupid. Okay? Did you know that? No, you didn't know that because you talk sports and it gives you the confidence to think you're smart. That's what you said. But I'm saying that you're stupid. Okay? Right? This is Real TV. That is the subscribe button. You hit that. Let's run this clip, man.
where my passion started to grow because it wasn't just about sports. It built my confidence about life.
Huh? Man, why was you at them colleges, first of all? But what? Your confidence? What? Go ahead. Go.
The fact that I could watch and have the recall that I have and to read and to comprehend what was going on in the sports world, I now recognize that I wasn't as dumb as I thought that I was. And as a result, my confidence built from there. So
Would you have been better?
Whoa. Whoa. So you mean to tell me when you on TV using all these big words trying to sound smart, it's because you've been empowered through sports?
Did you even go to school, bitch?
Did you just admit that you're a little insecure punk who gets his confidence from ESPN? So dang, when you was fired, you must have been depressed as hell, huh? Dang, Stephen A. Smith, you really just said that?
Better than Kwame Brown?
no, I'm not going to disrespect Kwame Brown like that.
Man, that's a stupid question. It's a stupid look at the stupid look on your stupid face. He just said he was 5'9" and 130 pounds, and you gonna ask him that dumb question just to look stupid. The question is stupid as you look. You're just trolling. That comment is stupid as you look indoors with your coat all the way zipped up when it's nice outside.
Sorry,
Yeah,
this is
don't worry
funny.
about it. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Kwame Brown, listen, I'm very guarded in what I say about him because
Because you're gonna get your dumb ass cooked, and because y'all been getting fried ever since he came to the internet. Y'all ratings went down and all of that. What's your reason?
I've seen some
Yeah,
of his
yeah,
videos.
true.
And clearly,
Or you was watching? Or you was watching? If you seen some of his videos, you probably seen him ask you this question I'm about to ask you. While you was at them colleges, huh? Why was you there?
is real personal with him. It was never personal with me.
Nah, it's real personal. So, okay, it's personal. You was personally talking about him. So it's personal. You right. And
I just looked at his game and called it like I saw it. Now, if you remember, you got these infamous videos of me going off.
It's
Guys,
hilarious, man, but you
yeah,
know it.
but guys, but wait a minute. But wait a minute.
that's not all you did. Why was you at them colleges? You didn't just look at his game and call it like you seen it. Did you look at Anthony Bennett's game and call it like you see it? Huh? Did you ever look at Adam Morrison's game and call it like you see it? Have you ever looked at Doug McDermott, the all-time leading college scorer of all times, game, and call it how you see it in the NBA? That should be a bust. You're the all-time leading college scorer, and you're not a all-star in the NBA. Sound like a bust to me. Why you ain't never go to no colleges to talk about him? Hmm.
Fellas, that was 14, 15 years ago.
I know,
I'm
right?
saying I didn't know. that this society was going to evolve to a point where
Yeah, true.
14, 15 years later, you got
Yeah, you're right.
guys
Yeah, yeah.
throwing it in his face and he doing interviews talking about
You're
how
right.
scarred he is because and blaming me for labeling.
Wow. Doing interviews talking about how scarred he is. Who he doing an
Yeah,
interview
but
with?
I
you
Dr.
didn't
know,
do
Phil?
that.
no, you actually.
Where he was on Dr. Phil show? Who he was on the show with? Wow, you really just went there? You funny, Stephen A.
No,
Are
no,
Smith.
right. Yeah,
he was on the pivot
he
with
is.
my boys Ryan Clark and Crowder
Yeah, yeah.
and Taylor, and he's like, you talk about endorsement deals, and I cost him that. I'm like, what?
You
Like,
really,
nah, I didn't do that.
man, you a real narcissist. You gonna act like you solely cost him an endorsement deal? No, you running your stupid mouth and being the reason why people like that kid with that coat on would even feel confident asking a 5'9", 130-pound bust, would he be better than the number one draft pick in the NBA? That you are the reason for that. And you talking about this 14, 15 years later. You've been doing it that whole time to everyone else too, and you ignoring that the reason why y'all did it was because of the whole one and done and all of that rule. So stop playing, man.
They
Who do
were
you think
saying
you're
this
talking
about
to?
you years before I ever opened my mouth.
Yeah.
But
The question is, was they saying it at them colleges? Huh? Okay, they were saying it. You right. Everybody was saying it. Was they saying it at them colleges?
but when you at the top of the heap, which I am at this particular moment in time, doing what I do for First Take, people are gonna label it like that because First Take's been number one for 11 years.
Yeah. Why does that beef? I mean, you can't
So
squash that
people
beef.
gonna label it. So people are
No, I
labeling
mean, I'm
like
not.
that. So it's because first take is number one that people are just labeling it like that, huh? It's not you going to them colleges and conniving and doing the NBA and the NCAA's dirty work. It's not you doing that because you didn't have confidence to do anything else. You just said it yourself that you didn't have confidence to do anything else. It's not because of that, huh? Okay. All right, Stephen A. Smith. I'll let you tell it.
I hope he, his family, everybody good, and he lives his life. And man, look, here's how I view it all. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he, his family, everybody good, and he lives his life. And if I knew it was gonna be like this, I'd have never done it. Fair enough. I'm correction. But I will tell you this.
Man, that was some cliche, stupid shit. Why you even say that? Shut up.
My job is to call the game of basketball how I see it. Call sports how I see it. Okay?
Yeah.
He is not the first person that I've criticized. He won't be the last. I've been criticized. You got a
You deserved it.
whole bunch of people out here doing debate shows, podcasts, solo shows, all that. People ain't saying shit about them. You
Yes,
come in
they
with
are.
why? Okay. Whatever
People,
reason is your reason. That's
what you mean?
cool.
What you
But
mean?
all
What you
I'm
mean?
doing
What you mean? People ain't saying shit about them. What people are you talking about? Because if we go into women, they talk about all these black men podcasters and all that stuff. So who are you talking about? Because you just bring them up. So who's not talking about the people with the podcast? Like we talking about like a Kevin Samuels type of dude because he was like the most hated man in the world. So who's not talking about people that got podcasts? What are you saying? Huh? Out your mouth. Huh? I don't know. You're just talking. That was a deflection that didn't work.
is talking about what I see. Now, if you 7 feet,
Matter of fact, no, it's because you number one. That's why. What you talking about? Oh, these guys, why you ain't talking to these guys with this podcast and all these guys with these shows? No, that's because they ain't number one for 11 years. Own it like you just tried to own it. Motherfucker, you weird.
and you averaging 3 points a game,
Okay.
that's what you did. If you averaging 23, that's what you did. If you averaging 30, that's what you did. If you Dennis Rodman and you was a defensive ace, that's what you did. I mean, I'm not throwing shade on anybody. I'm not trying to harm anybody. I'm just doing my job, calling it like I see it. That's what I do. And here's the biggest thing that I get tired of people not understanding. And I mean this, and this is to y'all too, even though I don't know y'all. I want y'all to understand everybody has this obligation, okay? We cover sports. Everyone can't play it.
Duh.
There's 450 jobs, people.
Okay, so good. So right, I'm glad you said that. So put some respect on the people who can, because you can't. So put some respect on it. Act like it. And then stop emboldening and empowering people like this clown to ask you stupid questions like what he even asked you to get on this subject.
They ain't 450 million. If you want to be in the NBA, you got it's 450 spots. Okay? Anybody that's mediocre is taking up the spot for somebody else. So it's our job to say, that might not cut it. You might need something else.
No, it's not. You are not a GM. Okay. So you gonna sit up now, I gotta go here. I get to go here. I wanna go here. Cause it's gonna make somebody mad. So you sit up and talk about Michael Jordan all of this time and talk about six rings and gold and killer instinct and all this stuff. But you won't talk about him as a GM and how much of a bust he is. Huh? Huh? Michael Jordan is a bust GM. He drafted Frank Kaminsky over Giannis. So it's not your job to do it. It's Michael's job to do it, but he sucks at his job. Because the only thing he ever did right in his entire life was dribble a basketball. He wasn't a good husband. He wasn't a good father. He wasn't a good nothing. The only thing he ever did in his life was meet Philip Knight and make some shoes and then make some shots. He's great at basketball and he got some dope shoes. Anything else, he was an epic fail. So I don't want to hear it talking about it's your job. It's Michael's job, and he's trash at it. So don't talk about nobody's job.
Because that's what we do. The great ones,
That's
we
not what you do. You cover the game as you see it. Now you saying it's your job to say that ain't gonna cut it. Get somebody else. I thought that's not the game. That's general managing the game, and you ain't.
don't say that about them. You know what we do? We compare them to great ones.
Right, and you try to downplay other great ones, and it causes friction and hater little fans like little sport coat over there.
Why would we say anything? Think about it. You got people who call people like myself and others LeBron hater. I ain't got a negative bone in my body for LeBron. He's phenomenal. As a role model, as a player, as a person, the whole
Nobody would have accused you of LeBron hating until what? See, I know the real like you got into it with Maverick Carter or one of them, and then ever since then you started throwing little shit. You used to defend Brian when Skip was on the show. You were the Brian number one Brian. You Brian. You never thought he was better than Mike, but you used to defend Brian. Then you got into it with Maverick Carter and them, and you started switching your tone a little bit more. So we start saying KD, best player in the league, all that stuff. So you got a personal issue. Then you want to talk about it's first real personal. Shut up, Steven. You need to you go talk to somebody else. Go talk to little bubble coat over there.
bit. To me, he just ain't MJ.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the society that we're living in, we all have to make a contribution towards stopping this bullshit.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
How is it that we being negative because we saying you number two? There's
Because
been
you have an opinion.
there's
Yeah.
been tens of thousands of players in NBA history.
Yeah,
I have you number two all time.
And that's
yeah.
disrespect.
How is that
Yeah,
hate?
and yeah, okay.
How
Man, I'm about to man. Okay. You thought you talking to some kids just because you got this little kid right here? Huh? First of all, Steven, that shit. The reason why it's hate is because y'all use Michael. Okay, you said, "Oh, I got you number two all time," right? Cool. So then you use Michael and then try to downplay the things that Brian does. So now you have stupid idiot fans that say things like he's 4-6 in the finals. You get what I'm saying? 4 championships. Now is oh, Michael has 6. How many does this dude got with this coat on? Huh? How many do you got over there, Stephen A. Smith? So the reason why it's hate is because you don't just say Michael is the GOAT and that's that. You take it and then you become Carcino. Yeah. And he's gonna have to see me too with his hatred. So you're right. We do have to stop this. We do.
See what you're saying. That's a great point.
I honestly
You have to
And that's
stop
been
it.
my
And we're
passion.
gonna stop it. So you try to deflect. It be people like you that downplay. And the whole reason he asked you, would you be as good as Garby, is because the stuff that you've been doing for 15 years. Oh, I didn't know. And 15 years ago, we would have a society where people was comfortable with hating because I got my big four-headed ass on TV and did it for 20 years straight. I didn't know it'd be normalized. You're stupid. Okay? Did you know that? No, you didn't know that because you talk sports and it gives you the confidence to think you're smart. That's what you said. But I'm saying that you're stupid. Okay? Right? So you're dumb and you got caught being dumb. So man, y'all just like to subscribe, man, because I'm done with Stephen A. Smith. I should have did a live because we go off on you for real. Just subscribe.